Early labor is the longest phase of labor. And if labor starts on its own, you're usually spending a good bit of your early labor laboring at home. Now, I'm a big fan of laboring at home, especially if your contractions are not yet super intense or regular or close enough together, and if they're not really lasting a full minute, it's a great time to be at home. And in this phase of early labor, it's so important that you conserve your energy. Now, I tell all my doula clients and my childbirth ed students that the most important thing you can do in early labor is to rest. Now, I say this a lot. You might have even seen this video I did about denial and sleep in early labor. But let's be real here. Resting in early labor can be hard. And one of the reasons for this is when labor starts, most people are excited. You've been waiting 40 weeks for this day, and here I am saying, go back to bed. But you've got to trust me here. I have helped hundreds of couples through labor, and rest in early labor is critical. Today, I want to give some solid practical tips about how to create something I like to call a nest for rest. It's a way to set up a good environment to rest in early labor. Now, the purpose of this nest for rest is to encourage rest. The resting nest has to be a place that will allow for resting, snoozing, dozing off in between contractions, and be set up so that there shouldn't be really a reason to leave. Maybe a bathroom trip, of course, but I'm starting off with one of the most important parts of this nest, and that is the food and beverage tray. For a resting nest to be effective, I think the person in labor should have easy access to snacks and hydration. They should be an arm's length. So I suggest putting together a tray of snacks and several options for beverages. In this example, I've included some different fruits, some nuts, we've got some walnuts and almonds, we have some ice water, and then we've included some bone broth. Now, this is a nice variety of food and beverages. There's both savory, there's sweet on this tray, but anything you put together should work. And you don't necessarily need a tray. Just for this example, it makes it easy, but put something together that you can put next to the place where resting will happen. Now, one important thing I was missing from my example is a straw for water, which is my preference because it makes sipping that much easier. So you might swap out that glass for a bottle with a straw. Now, if possible, the support person should put this snack tray together for the laboring person. But don't stress about what's on the tray. Bring some options and see what works. Other ideas might be something like a cheese stick, a cup of yogurt, crackers, buttered toast. And then for beverages, of course, water is a must, but you could add other options like coconut water, electrolyte drinks like Powerade, Gatorade, Hydrolyte. And then instead of the bone broth, if you want another sippable, savory option, you could think about miso soup. The important thing is to have a variety of choices. Put them in arm's reach and encourage eating and drinking. Little sips in between contractions. Support people. You've got the added task of refilling the tray as needed, swapping out items. You got this. So now that we have an easy way to nourish and hydrate while we're in this nest for rest, what else makes it so special is lighting. So I recommend a soft, a low lighting. I absolutely love battery operated candles. We added them to the snack tray here to provide enough lighting to know whether you grabbed an almond or a walnut, but not enough lighting to really bring you out of that sleepy state. So after you have your lighting, the next thing is comfort. So what would make a place to rest cozy? Plenty of pillows, cozy blankets, maybe a body pillow or a pregnancy pillow, anything that you can use to prop up your leg or prop up your belly, making it just a cozy nest-like environment. So you've got your snacks, your soft lighting, all your cozy resting materials. The last thing is a support person there to give some verbal encouragement, to time contractions. Now, every once in a while, you don't have to time every contraction, but a few every hour or so. And the support person can pull up a chair next to the bed, or they can rest alongside the laboring person if that's something that is appealing to the person that's in labor. Now, if contractions are intense enough that laying down isn't really preferred, you can always lay down until the contraction comes and then stand up or get on all fours during the contraction. And then after the contraction passes, lay back down in bed. Now, I'm really getting into specific details here, but I want to make sure that you can see how this works and you can make this happen when labor starts. Remember that, especially for first timers, labor's long, and if you can conserve energy in the beginning, you will be giving your future self a gift. When active labor comes, when pushing comes, you'll be prepared when you use this method in early labor. Now, finally, the question that I'm sure you're wondering is, when do I stop resting? Or is it possible to rest too long? Now, here's my answer. Stop resting when contractions are long enough, strong enough, or close enough together that it's time to head into the birthing location. Now, some providers suggest this 5-1-1 pattern, which I explain in a video that I'll put a link here if you need more information. You can also stop resting when you need other coping strategies to manage labor, such as maybe you want to jump in the shower, you need to change positions, you want to be active, you want to be walking around. That's a great time to stop resting. Now, speaking of leaving for your birthing location, I have a great video right here with tips on making the best of the car ride to the hospital. And I'd love for you to join me sometime live here on YouTube for a childbirth class that I teach regularly, and I'll put information here so you can find it. See you guys next time. Bye.